Blake Lively had a point on one thing. Her time as the Hollywood it girl. The days of the left bullying and controlling us without much pushback. The days of the media pretending to be objective and independent and demanding to be left be owned. It really does end with us. And not a moment too soon.
Did you hear about the bombshell that's rocking Hollywood? Megyn Kelly just dropped a truth bomb about Blake Lively that's left everyone speechless. It turns out, Blake's picture-perfect relationship with Ryan Reynolds might not be what it seems. Megyn's digging deep, and what she's found could change everything we thought we knew about this power couple. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
It's like, grow up. You're in the public eye. You've got probably hundreds of millions thanks to your husband. Just shut up. No one cares that you got a couple of bad articles about you in the Daily Mail. And then Justin Baldoni did something very smart. He hired the lawyer who represented me in my fight with NBC News, which ended well.
You've seen Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds on the red carpet, grinning from ear to ear. Their social media banter is the stuff of legend, right? But what if I told you that behind those picture-perfect smiles, there's a storm brewing? Megyn Kelly's been doing some digging, and boy, has she uncovered some juicy details that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about Hollywood's golden couple. Let's set the scene. Blake and Ryan, the couple that seems to have it all. Successful careers, adorable kids, and a love story that could make even the coldest hearts melt. But here's the kicker. Megyn Kelly's found something that doesn't quite add up in this fairy tale romance. You know how they say there's always one person who wears the pants in a relationship? Well, it turns out Blake's not just wearing the pants. She's got the whole wardrobe. Sources close to the couple have spilled some shocking tea. Apparently, Blake's been calling all the shots, not just at home, but on set too. Remember those cute social media roasts? The ones where Ryan and Blake playfully tease each other? Well, hold on to your hats, because they might not be as playful as we thought. Industry insiders are whispering that there's a darker undertone to these posts. Some say it's Blake's way of asserting dominance, keeping Ryan in check publicly. But wait, it gets even juicier. Megyn's uncovered evidence that Blake's been micromanaging Ryan's career moves. From script choices to co-star selections, she's had her perfectly manicured fingers in every pie. A source close to the couple revealed, Ryan can't even sneeze without Blake's approval. It's like she's directing his life, on and off screen. Now you might be thinking, but Ryan's such a big star. How could this be happening? Well, that's the million-dollar question. Turns out, Ryan's been feeling trapped, but he can't speak up. Why? Because Blake's got him wrapped around her little finger. An anonymous friend of the couple shared, Ryan's like a deer in headlights. He knows something's not right, but he's too deep in to see a way out. The cracks are starting to show, folks. At recent events, eagle-eyed observers have noticed tension between the couple. The smiles seem forced, the laughter a bit too loud. It's like they're trying to convince themselves as much as everyone else that everything's peachy. But Megyn Kelly's not buying it. She's found evidence that this power imbalance is tearing them apart. A Hollywood exec who's worked with both stars said, "It's only a matter of time before this whole facade comes crumbling down." Blake's controlling behavior is pushing Ryan to the edge. And just when you think it can't get any more dramatic, there's more. Megyn's sources have revealed that Blake's control extends beyond their public image. She's apparently been dictating Ryan's diet, workout routine, and even his friendships. A former assistant spilled, Blake has a list of people Ryan's not allowed to hang out with. It's like he's living in a gilded cage. This controlling behavior isn't just affecting their personal life, it's seeping into their professional world too. Directors who've worked with the couple have noticed Blake's overbearing presence on set. One unnamed director confessed, "Working with them is like walking on eggshells. You never know when Blake's going to swoop in and change everything."
His name is Brian Friedman, and he's a legal genius. Highly recommend if you ever, God forbid. And Brian Friedman knows how to fight back against a bully. trust me. And he started telling everybody Justin Baldoni's side. He told us that Justin Baldoni denied those claims of sexual harassment and only tried to appease Blake Lively because she was such a high-maintenance diva bully brat. He had to bend over backwards just to get her to shut up and complete the film. He told us that Justin Baldoni claims she tried to take over his movie because she has a history of saying, okay, I'll be the star, but what I secretly want to do is direct it and edit it and produce it. I want all the roles for me and only me. I want full control because I am a controlling bully.
Blake Lively's on-set behavior is making waves in Hollywood, and not in a good way. Megyn Kelly's latest bombshell report has co-stars and crew members spilling tea that'll make your head spin. Is America's sweetheart really Hollywood's biggest nightmare? Buckle up, because this roller coaster ride is about to get wild. Let's start with the juiciest bit. Remember those charming interviews where Blake gushes about her co-stars? Well, it turns out that behind the scenes, she's not playing so nice. Multiple sources have come forward with stories that'll make your jaw drop. One crew member, who wishes to remain anonymous, claims that Blake demanded script rewrites on her latest project to give herself more screen time. It was like working for a dictator, the source revealed. She'd show up on set with pages of notes, insisting on changes that put her front and center in every scene. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are whispers about Blake refusing to work with certain actors she deemed beneath her. A casting director, speaking on condition of anonymity, shared a shocking story. We had an up-and-coming actor perfect for the role opposite Blake, but when she found out he wasn't an A-lister, she threw a fit. She actually said, "I don't share the screen with nobodies." We had to recast the part with a bigger name just to keep her happy. Now you might be thinking, sure, but don't all stars have their quirks? Well, hold on to your hats, because Megyn's got receipts. She's uncovered emails showing Blake's team bullying producers into submission. One particularly damning exchange shows Blake's manager threatening to pull her from a project unless they fired a supporting actress who was stealing too much attention in their scenes together. And remember that wardrobe malfunction that made headlines a few months back? Turns out, it might have been a calculated PR move. A stylist who worked on the event claims Blake orchestrated the whole thing. She wanted to drum up some publicity for her new movie, the stylist confessed, so she insisted on wearing a dress that was sure to slip. Then she made sure to position herself just right for the cameras when it happened. It was all planned. But here's where things get really ugly. Co-stars have reportedly been warned, cross Blake, and you'll never work in this town again. An agent representing several actors who've worked with Blake shared some chilling insights. "My clients are terrified of her," the agent admitted. "She's got connections, and she's not afraid to use them." One actress dared to speak up about Blake's behavior on set, and suddenly, she couldn't book a job to save her life. It's like Blake's got a Hollywood hit list. Even the directors aren't safe from Blake's reign of terror. A respected filmmaker, speaking off the record, revealed, "Working with Blake is like walking on eggshells. She's got opinions on everything, from camera angles to lighting, and if you don't do things her way, she'll shut down production until you cave. It's exhausting." Blake's carefully crafted image is crumbling as her true colors are revealed. The sweet, down-to-earth girl next door we've all come to love might just be the biggest fake in Tinseltown. And as more and more industry insiders come forward with their stories, it's becoming clear that Blake's reputation might never recover.
Well, I've got my opinion, and I think you can guess what it is based on our little discussion here. The other thing is Brian Friedman produced text messages between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. So we don't have to take his side's word for it. And what they showed is that Blake Lively has got a bit of a God complex. She's texting Justin Baldoni about how she sees herself as Khaleesi from Game of Thrones, mother of dragons. Did you watch that? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So Khaleesi is stunningly beautiful. She's this effervescent, strong character with temerity and resilience, and she's fierce. She's literally the mother of dragons in Game of Thrones. That's her. That's me. Blake.
Just when you thought Blake's reputation couldn't sink any lower, Megyn Kelly's dropped a bomb that could blow this whole scandal wide open. Remember that lawsuit Blake filed against Justin Balan? Well, it turns out there's way more to the story, and the truth might just be Blake's final nail in the coffin. Blake sued Justin for sexual harassment, claiming he went too far during their intimate scenes. She painted herself as the victim, saying Justin crossed lines and made her uncomfortable. But hold on to your hats, because Megyn's uncovered evidence that tells a completely different tale. Here's the kicker. Blake wasn't just an actress in these steamy scenes. She was the one calling the shots. That's right. Megyn's sources say Blake took on the role of an unofficial intimacy coordinator, making decisions about how the scenes should play out. Talk about a plot twist. But it gets even juicier. Megyn's got her hands on emails that show Blake not only approved the so-called controversial actions, but actually suggested them herself. Can you believe it? In one email, Blake reportedly wrote, "Let's push the boundaries a bit more. I think we can make this scene even hotter." So much for feeling uncomfortable. And it's not just emails. Witnesses from the set are spilling the tea and it's scalding hot. One crew member told Megyn, Blake was always pushing for more intense scenes. She'd come up with ideas that made even Justin blush. Another insider added, "It was clear who was in charge, and it wasn't Justin. Blake ran that set like it was her own personal movie." But wait, there's more. Megyn's team has uncovered video footage that completely contradicts key claims in Blake's lawsuit. In one clip, Blake can be seen laughing and joking with Justin between takes of a particularly steamy scene. Hardly the behavior of someone who felt harassed or uncomfortable. Now, industry insiders are buzzing about Blake's history of using lawsuits to manipulate her image. One Hollywood lawyer, speaking anonymously, told Megyn, "This isn't the first time Blake's played the victim card to boost her career. She's got a reputation for twisting situations to her advantage." Another source added, "Blake's always been about control. This lawsuit was just another way for her to control the narrative." So, what does all this mean for Blake's career? Well, it's not looking good. Her lawsuit isn't just falling apart. It's exposing her as the aggressor, not the victim. One industry expert put it bluntly, "If these allegations are true, Blake's credibility is shot. No one in Hollywood will want to work with someone who manipulates situations like this." The fallout could be massive. We're talking about potential counter-lawsuits, damaged relationships with co-stars and directors, and a serious hit to her bankability as an actress. One studio executive, speaking off the record, said, "If Blake's been lying about this, it calls into question everything she's ever said or done. That's not something you can come back from easily in this industry."
You have been the victim of overbearing and controlling leftists who think they are the final arbiters of what's best for you and your life. And it's wonderful to see someone fighting back, right? She's become like an avatar for leftist overreach in a different, special way. I really believe this is why so many people on the right are kind of into this story. Just kind of want to see how it ends. Will it end as it ended for us on November 5th? Because we were pretty happy with how that went.
Megyn Kelly's explosive investigation has left Blake Lively's career hanging by a thread. The once beloved actress now faces a Hollywood that's turning its back on her. But here's the kicker. It's not just about the lawsuit anymore. It's about trust. You won't believe how quickly things can change in Tinseltown. One day, you're America's sweetheart. The next, you're persona non grata. And that's exactly where Blake finds herself now. Industry insiders are whispering that she's become box office poison. One casting director, who asked to remain anonymous, dropped this bombshell. No one wants to touch her with a 10-foot pole. She's radioactive. But here's the million-dollar question. Can Blake bounce back from this? Some say she's done for good. Others think she might pull off a miracle comeback. One thing's for sure, Hollywood loves a good redemption story. But with Megyn Kelly's expose still sending shockwaves through the industry, Blake's got a long, uphill battle ahead of her. Will she make it? Only time will tell.